My people, on a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and where you are hearing us from. Biafra Must Win channel. On this channel, we bring it back to back on waiting they happen for Biafra land and all over the world. We are back and we are better to serve you well. As you listen, may God bless you. This evening, I come across this important news that will blow you off. Please do well to like, subscribe, share, and comment. God bless you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is Monday, the 5th day of January 2026. If you remember the word 9/11, 9/11, 9/11 2001 is a date that every American citizen will never forget in their life, and history will always teach them about 9/11, the day, suicide bombers hijacked plane and hit the tower in the US. So America have been very careful right from that day to making sure that such a thing will never happen in American history again, because it was a disaster. I think if you don't know about it, you should go and read more about it. So when you see the United States of America, even though they are not perfect, they themselves, when you see them trying to prevent terrorists or terrorism from other countries, people don't understand what that means. Now, I really want to let you know about some files that I will start opening from today. And it is about the US interest in Nigeria right from time. I want to let you know that 9/11, something like 9/11 incident wanted to repeat itself in America. That was in the year 2009. And it was prevented in Amsterdam. I'm going to give you that story. And who wanted to do this? A Nigerian citizen. Pay attention. A Nigerian suicide bomber, a Nigerian terrorist wanted to do this. All this video, I never wanted to make all this video right from time, but it seems that people in Nigeria don't want to understand where they are. They don't want to understand the kind of people they are living with. So I have to start opening this file. Pay attention. This video might be the most important video you will ever watch today. Now, after the incident, the suicide bomber was captured and he was linked to Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Pay attention. He was linked to Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. I'm going to give you the full story. Just pay attention. And Gumi was arrested in Saudi Arabia and he was detained for 6 months. And they wanted to finish the court process to send him to life imprisonment, because that was what they sent the suicide bomber to. Up to today, he's still in life imprisonment. So now, Goodluck Jonathan intervened and helped Sheikh Gumi for them to bring him back to Nigeria. Normally, as they brought him back to Nigeria, deport him, he's supposed to enter prison in Nigeria. But they did not do that. And that was what Obama's government is part of the thing they capitalized in removing Jonathan, colluding with terrorists. Pay attention, because I'm going to tell you so many things that you never even think or believe. Now, this man you are seeing on the screen, Omar Farouk Abdul Muttalab. Omar Farouk Abdul Muttalab. At this moment, he is 39 years. He was born on December 22, 1986. Pay attention. Now, what happened? Who is this man? And why is it that Nigerians are supposed to know this man and his link with Sheikh Ahmed Gumi? Now, let me give you the short story. In the year 2010, the Saudi government detained Sheikh Ahmed Gumi for 6 months, just as I told you, over alleged links and email correspondence with Omar Farouk Abdul Muttalab, the underwear bomber. They call him underwear bomber. That is this guy here. But I call him a suicide bomber. Okay. Now, what happened? This guy flew from Yemen. He went to Yemen to carry this bomb. From Nigeria to Yemen, he was trained and prepared on how to bomb America. A Nigerian citizen linked to Sheikh Gumi. Pay attention. So this guy flew back to Nigeria. From Nigeria, he flew to Amsterdam. He boarded a plane. I'm going to give you both the number of the plane. I will break down the details for you. The plane he wanted to board in Amsterdam was going to Michigan. So their mission was to go and bomb Michigan airport. As they are landing, they will detonate the bomb. America don't forgive easily. America will not allow 9/11 to happen on American soil again. These terrorists that are targeting America, I'm going to tell you why America will go out of their country, go to those countries and hunt them. I want to tell you why America will not spare Nigeria, and like they will fold their hands and Nigeria will grow another terrorist like Osama bin Laden to come and bomb US again. It won't happen. This is different between America and other countries. America will not wait till it happen again. They will always try to prevent it ahead of time. Just pay attention. Now, let me break this down. Abdul Muttalib, okay, a young Nigerian who got radicalized and joined ISIS, was said to be having some relationship with Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. Shortly before he attempted to detonate plastic explosive hidden in his underwear while on board Northwest Airlines Flight 253 en route from Amsterdam to Detroit, Michigan, United States on 25th of December 2009. I want Nigerians to pay attention. Abdul Muttalib was convicted of terrorism and sentenced to 4 life 10 plus 50 years without parole on February 16, 2012, after acknowledging in a courtroom statement that he had traveled to Yemen and was greatly inspired to avenge what he described as US tyranny and oppression of Muslims in the Middle East. I'm coming up, just pay attention. Now, you see why America will not spare Nigeria. Many Nigerians use our social media, very active on social media, but for wrong reasons. They fail to understand the place they call their country. This issue, similar to the incident of 9/11, a Nigerian terrorist, suicide bomber, wanted to bomb Michigan. And you think America will just forgive like that and keep quiet? No, America have different department of security forces that always calculate threats that is coming to America. And as I speak to you, America has already mapped Nigeria as a threat. You don't know this. America has already mapped Nigeria as a threat. Now, any country, if something happens in the Middle East, Nigerians in the North will start burning American flags. If anything happens, you will see protests, tearing American president, doing all those things. America don't play. Especially this Republican Party, their presidents, they don't play games. Like, these people don't play games. They prevent threat before it comes. America is watching. Nigeria has been marked as a threat. If a Nigerian could travel to Yemen to carry bomb, go to Amsterdam to come to Michigan to bomb America, you must be joking to think America will let all this nonsense continue in Nigeria. See, America, instead of them to allow Nigerians to bomb America, they will destroy Nigeria. I'm sorry to say this. This is the way America works. If they see that you are a threat to them, they will not fold their hands and begin to do press briefing. No, especially Trump. Trump don't do that. If he perceives danger, he go after it. He won't care what people will say, UN will say this, UN, but nobody is talking about this. Today, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi have not answered for that link with that terrorist who wanted to bomb America. And everybody has forgotten about this, but I, Okocha myself, I don't forget about it. I have archives. I visit them. I understand this nation like no other person. So, when I started telling people a few days ago that Nigeria has been on the table for decision, this is because they are interested in Nigeria to turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold. And if this thing happens, if they turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold, America is gone. You people won't understand this. When I see Nigerian celebrities, influencers, politicians saying America is a dictatorship, this is because America want to protect themselves. You see the power, weight of America. If Nigeria have it, the whole world will be in trouble. If Iran, all these countries have the power and weight, both military power and money America have, we all will become slaves. If countries like Iran have the power. I want you to understand this, that America will not spare Nigeria this time around. You can continue to sympathize with terrorists, you fail to arrest people, like America have pinpointed all of them in the government. So forget all this bombing they are saying they are bombing Nigeria. They have a mission. They won't spare Nigeria. You grown terrorists to destroy the world and you want other nations to fold their hands? Where does it happen? I saw yesterday again they are protesting. Like, why do we try? Shegumi, the same Shegumi who said these Boko Haram members are blessing to the Muslim. So you think America will see someone who say a terrorist is a blessing to Nigerian Muslim and America will keep quiet? They will mark you and start studying you. America may study you for 20 years. They may study you for 20 years just looking at you. Any move, they take you down because they don't want anything to cause a 9/11 scenario. So I am from today onward, I'll be opening some files like people in Nigeria are not aware of. Now, after the attempted bombing by this guy said the reason why he wanted to go and bomb America is because America is intervening in the Middle East crisis, like what is going on in Yemen, Afghanistan, all those areas. So that is why I'm telling you people that America will not sit down and see the threat in other countries and fold their hands because that country is a sovereign nation. The people who caused the 9/11, they were not from America. From other countries came into the country and scatter America. So it will never happen again. If you allow ISIS, Boko Haram, to destroy Nigeria, America will not allow the same terrorists to destroy their country. We were shouting, look at these terrorists, look at the way things are going. Nobody cares to prevent what is coming in Nigeria. We give intelligence about what is coming. If terrorists want to enter Nigeria, sometimes we tell them, look at where they are passing, look at everything. Nobody tried to prevent it because of agenda to turn Nigeria into a terror stronghold. And if you are paying deaf ear to it, other countries will not pay deaf ear to it. So the reason why this guy wanted to bomb America, because he said Middle East crisis, America should not intervene again. America should not help Israel again. In Nigeria, what concerns you? So you now understand why America don't keep quiet when they notice threats. They will always come in, look for a way to come in. And they are already in Nigeria. So after that, in May, that was in the year 2010, it took Goodluck Jonathan government intervention for Saudi to release and deport Sheikh Gumi back to Nigeria, just as I have said. And in May 2025, after like 15 years, this guy wanted to go back to Saudi Arabia, thinking that Saudi Arabia have forgotten or they must have cancelled his data. So that was the reason why Saudi Arabia deported Sheikh Gumi again. So the reason why they deported Sheikh Gumi has nothing to do with the terrorism in Nigeria, like the terrorist activities in Nigeria. The reason why they deported him has nothing to do with terrorism. It was the link to how they wanted to bomb America. If you are American president, what are you going to do? I'm just trying to open your eyes to understand where you are. A lot of people are not aware of all these things. Nigerians are on social media jumping on trends without trying to understand the root cause of our calamity today. We are where we are today because of the word Sharia and Islamization, trying to conquer Nigeria. There is no two ways about it. There is no two ways about it. I'm sorry to use this statement. How I know that Nigeria is full of use without foresight is when ISWAP last week said that the whole Nigerian Christians has been mapped out for elimination unless you convert to Islam. They published it. Thank God that Arise News deliberated about it. They talked about it. New York Post posted about it. We on Facebook, international news media, we are reporting it, but only a few Nigerian newspapers reported it. And after that, from that day, last week till today, ISWAP have killed close to 200 as of today. There is no Nigerian celebrity discussing it. Those people who told you that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria, where are they? I told you that these people were pay agents. They paid them to deny that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. Now, ISWAP have come out and said every Christian must be killed unless you convert. Nobody is talking again. You see the kind of black man mentality. You see the kind of black man mentality. Now, I was warning people when this issue of Christian genocide started. I told them that Boko Haram gave Christians 3 days ultimatum to leave the north in 2012. And UN had a sitting on sectarian killings in Nigeria. So this is not a hidden something. And after 3 days, Christians refused to leave and they started killing Christians. Started killing them. Up to today, no solution, nothing. And some kind of persons are still yet to understand. And some people think that just an administration or a president can change this. You are a joke. To think that someone will become a president and change this. You don't, as like you are a joker. It is not going to happen. These people have already built a system. You need a governing council, not people in Nigeria any longer. They have captured Nigeria totally because Nigerian youth are not ready to die. They are not ready to troop out to the streets and say, why are people sponsoring insecurity? Why are you importing terrorists? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Nigerians, they don't have the mind to do that. Everybody just want to focus on their business and feel that they are important. And that is why China will continue to dominate Africa, because China think about the future generation. They don't think of themselves. But in Africa, especially Nigeria, we think about ourselves. Without thinking where will our children be tomorrow? What is going to happen tomorrow? We don't think about all these things. We just think about ourselves. And that is the reason why we are here. If you are thinking of where your future generation will be, don't think that you send them to abroad to school. That, let me tell you, these people are infiltrating Europe. All these terrorists are infiltrating Europe. Time will come, Europe will not be safe any longer. Like, I want you to understand what is coming. Like, there is something that a Christian book, the Bible, called the Word of Armageddon. See, I am not trying to be religious here, but I just want you to know that such a thing is going to come. And when the Bible tells us about Christian persecution will come, that people will be persecuted and even killed, like, it has not started. It is going to come. I'm not trying to be religious here. I'm just trying to tell you history, okay? Because I don't read Bible like religious book, and I don't read Quran like a religious book, and I read them to have knowledge. I read them to understand what is going on. It's just like other books as well. So this is actually number one thing I want you to know in these files that I will start opening. I'm going to link a lot of things in the forthcoming videos. So don't try to miss it, okay? Don't miss the subsequent videos, because so many things I just want people to know about Nigeria, so that what will happen in Nigeria in this 2026 or 2027, and then people will not be surprised. People will not cry foul, so that people will not, hey, this is a crime against sovereignty. But when people were trying to bomb America, where were you? A word is enough for the wise. I'm Okochapi myself. I report about insecurity, conflict from Africa, especially Nigeria. And when it concerns Nigeria, even though it's from every part of the world, I will still report it. Okay, see you on my next video.
Whether we like it or not, we are living in a global village. Let me use a very popular cliche. I mean, the world knows our situation, which is the reason why those who really are concerned about what's going on in this country, look, there are attempts by interests to take over huge territory, part of Nigeria, part of Chad, part of Cameroon, part of Niger, and turn it into the global headquarters of terror. Those in the intelligence circles know this. I'm saying this publicly now. A lot of people know this. We must never allow that kind of thing to happen. We don't want to live under ISWAP. We don't want to live under Boko Haram. We don't want to live under Lukurawa. We don't want to live under